brothers and sisters, today we are celebrating the feast of the Ascension of the Lord. And our meditation is inspired from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 24, verse 51, where it said, "And he was risen to heaven." The first point is, what is the background of the Ascension of the Lord? And secondly, what is the link between the ascension, the resurrection, and the end time? And finally, what should be the impact of the ascension of the Lord on our lives in Africa and in the whole world? The first point, what is the background of the ascension of the Lord? In the history of Israel, especially in the Old Testament, we find some examples of ascension, especially the ascension of Elijah and of Moses. Especially the one of Elijah is very well known, where the prophet was risen to heaven in a chair. And the meaning of the ascension is the beloved one of the Lord should not die, but they should be taken up to the Lord in the skies. Second point is, what is the link between the ascension of the Lord, the resurrection of the Lord, and the end of time? First, there is a link between ascension and resurrection. In fact, to resurrect means to rise, to get up, to ascend. Therefore, resurrection is a kind of ascension, of getting up, and contrary to the state of a body that is that lay on the ground or in the bed. That could be an image of death. The ascension is therefore a symbol of life, a resurrection. And at the end of time, especially as we have it in the book of Hebrews, the Lord will ascend into heaven and will take up all the beloved one. Now the question is now, thirdly, what is the impact of the ascension on our lives in Africa and the whole world? The first impact is the insurance of faith. This ascension of the Lord should strengthen us in our faith that Jesus is now back to his Father. Back to his Father, this is the final victory of the whole adventure he had on earth. Back to the Father to prepare a place for us. And the ascension is so important that it's in the creed, in our creed. We believed in the Lord who was risen up to heaven. Let us pray for each one of us that the Lord, the resurrected Lord, who ascended into heaven, may take up all our dreams, all our wishes of a social ascension, of a rising. And let us pray especially for the poor, the weak ones, that the resurrection and the ascension of the Lord may give them hope in the struggle against injustice, against misery, so that they may hope that one day the Lord will take them up with him, that one day they will get into heaven and be with God forever.